Now, one problem with LEGO sets being designed in America but being sold to audiences in Australia and Europe is that some of their vehicles are left-hand vehicles, and when you have roads in your cities or all the other vehicles are left-hand, it makes it annoying when you have one that doesn't really fit the system. So today I'm going to be showing you how to convert this bus from 60154 into a right-hand drive vehicle. So to start, I've got just the instruction manuals here just in case I'll need them, but we'll start off by taking off some pieces that I think we probably won't need to take apart completely. Like for example, a lot of the roof is symmetrical both ways, so if we just take off the whole roof, it should be fine. So I'll just take this off here, remove it. Alright, now we just want the top layer be removed. So what you should end up with is, apart from all the doors, you should end up with just the yellow. So you see here, just gonna put all this together. Now what you have is just a layer of just the very top of it. So all that's left here is just random doors and windows and whatever's left. So now we're going to move on to how to convert the actual interior. So now the next biggest problem is moving the main steering gear. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to take down this whole back wall all as one piece. So we're just going to remove this front windshield, and this just makes it easier to, I guess, transport the set, you know, just to make it easier to put it all back together when we're done. So I'm just going to remove this whole back wall, the whole thing. There we go. And we'll keep that all together. Now we'll do the same on this side. We'll just keep all of that as one piece. We'll get back to this in a sec. Now as you can see, the next biggest problem is all of this front section. So to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these gray ones here, these gray jumpers, and move them just to the other side, just across from here to here. Okay, so now I've just removed those two pieces, and I'm going to move them to the other side, to this side. So it's going to be the new entrance here. There we go. So now the door is going to be here. So I'm going to make the same change on this side, and then I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so now this piece has come off from the side. All I've done is removed these two pieces from over here. So these are going to be moved now and attached right here and here. And this will open up this side. So next, this guy will need to be changed a lot. So we're going to have to just take out his whole seat to work on it. So I guess we'll just remove this whole front section then. We'll just work on this whole thing. Okay, so we're going to zoom in for this one because this one is going to be a little bit smaller. Now, what we're going to do first is we want to remove the driver and this red jumper. So we're left with just this. So now this whole thing needs to be switched around and just inverted. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move this block to the other side. Move these pieces out of the way. So basically this is just going to be moved to this side. Right there, these two pieces just have to swap. Just going to remove this. Now where these two are, we're going to switch them around. Now we're going to take this piece, move it here, take this off, move it here, and we basically, all we've done is just invert those two, just switch them around. And now we can continue building this like normal, and we're just going to keep on flipping the whole thing. So it's basically just going to be a mirror image of what we've seen. So this is literally just the exact same thing, but mirrored. And now put that piece back on here. Now when we put this back on, it should work all together except for one thing. These two, where people enter, are gonna have to be moved. here, and here, and this is gonna have to be moved here. So we're just literally just inverting every single part about this section. Everything is just getting inverted, and you'll have to do this manually. There's not really any way to just take it and flip it around. You really will have to just deconstruct the whole thing. But now you should be left with this, which is the main brunt of what you need to do. Now for the next step, we're gonna just put this all back on. This is fine. I'm just gonna leave that the way it is. On the back here, we're gonna put this piece back on because we're gonna start putting the window on soon. And now for the back here, all of this is built in a certain way. If you want, you can like just switch them all around. And it's pretty much just like literally just inverting these. So I'm just gonna do this quickly off camera and come back. So now I've just inverted that. So it should be basically a mirror image of this page. So you can see everything. It should just be like the exact same, but just flipped over. And that is pretty much like, that's all you need to do in the interior. Now it's just going to be the exterior panels, and then we're done. So now that that section's done, we're going to put this guy back in, and we can put all of these doors back. So these are just going to go back exactly the same way, and they will look fine. The only problem is this one opens up in a strange way. Normally most doors will open the other way, but I guess there's not much you can do about that. It's just gonna have to be like that, which is fine. It doesn't have to be completely realistic. But okay, so the next thing we have to do is we're gonna build the walls back up. So that starts with putting this piece back on, putting this piece back on here. But now you see, if we put it back on like this, then these pieces will be at the wrong end because you have to put this black one at the back. So to do this, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move all of this again manually. So take all of the black row at the top, and we have to shift everything one way this way. So basically, when you finish a look like the top row, and as you can see, all I've done is literally just taken every yellow one, broken it off, and then moved it all back. So now I'm going to show you the same thing but with the windows, since it's easier to show. You just take each window, move it one. Take each window without breaking the whole thing. Just take the window, move it. And a lot of this just have to be done manually. There's not much else you can do. And now you're ready to put it back on. So you can just take it, put it back on here. I'll have to move this guy's arm out of the way, put him back in the middle. Alright. Great. This whole thing should just snap back into place, exact same way you did on the other side. If it'll go on. Let me see. Here we go. Just screw this down. Alright, I'll fix this up on camera. Okay, so that side is done. Now all you have to do is the same thing that you did on the other side. You just have to move all of the black pieces one across, and then move all of the windows one across. Just the exact same way you did on the other side. Just a mirror. That's everything you need to do with these conversions. Just mirror everything. Okay. And I'm just gonna put everything back into place. Alright. Now it's just the back window, this back panel. And this should go on really easy. Alright. I have to fix this up. Give me a sec. Great, so now it's done. The windows, these doors will keep on breaking off all the time, that's fine. The cup fell off here as well. Alright, now, we're almost done here. All we have to do is put the front panel back on. And now it's just the roof tiles. So I'm just gonna make sure all the doors are in place and ready to go. And now, before you know it, the roof comes on. Line up everything correctly. Okay, and I think that's a complete bus. Alright, now to put in the final panels, just lock those into place. Across the top you can see it's just sticking out a little bit. Alright. And I think that is the bus complete. Now the bus is completely designed for left-handed drive. I mean right-handed drive. So now everyone can enter from the side, and it works just as well as the original. It's just an exact replica. And this is how I always see buses, not with the other way around like in movies. So yeah, so now I'm gonna go put this in the city to show you how it's changed the roads. So here's my LEGO City Brick Plaza, and I'll get to everything else that's changed in my next video, but for now I just want to show the bus. So as you can see, all the roads are designed for European left-hand driving roads, or Australian, and the bus now fits perfectly. It can drive up, and it opens up all the doors. It's a little bit awkward how the front door opens, as I had said before, but besides that, everything opens up fine. It all looks great, and it works perfectly with the roads. So it's not a difficult conversion, and definitely if you want to convert it yourself, it's really easy to. It'll probably take just like 10 minutes. And I think that's about all I have to show you for this video. I just wanted to show you that you don't have to convert all the roads into a city to right-hand cars if you don't want to. And I find that as a little bit of a problem when pulling up the bus to the station, but maybe some people just won't care. So it's up to you how you want to take this video, but I just thought it would be something cool to share. And that's what I want to show everyone. So this is LEGO Wizard, and I'll see you for the next Brick Plaza.